Meanwhile, the biggest headline in India is still oxygen shortage. It is serious. Patients are being turned away from hospitals because there's no oxygen. The government has banned the supply of oxygen for industrial purposes. This stock is now being diverted to hospitals. Usually, India's healthcare facilities consume just 15% of the country's oxygen supply, leaving the rest for industrial use. But during the second wave, oxygen supply to healthcare facilities has gone up to nearly 90%. Reports say 7,500 metric tons of oxygen is being diverted for medical use. Those numbers should tell you how devastating this second wave is proving to be. But German Chancellor Angela Merkel sees this surge as an opportunity, a chance to kick an ally down. Let me tell you what she said. Merkel was discussing the future of Europe. She said Europe had not treated its pharma industry well. Then she pivoted to India. And before I tell you what she said, here's some context. We know India's situation is tough. We also know that India is suffering shortages. At a time like this, pharma exports will take a hit. So Angela Merkel said that she's worried about how India's second wave will impact the delivery of pharmaceutical products to Germany. And then she took a dig at India's status as a leading exporter of medical goods. She said Europe, and I'm quoting, these are her words, Europe allowed India to become such a large pharmaceutical producer. Listen to this.
Since we have a situation in India because of the dramatic pandemic situation over there, we are concerned whether they can export pharmaceutical products to us. And India has become a major pharmaceutical producer, and we expect to honor its promises. And if it can't, we will have to rethink.
If India can't deliver, the German Chancellor says, Europe will have to rethink. Well, here's something Europe should think about first. In 2018, India exported $229 million worth of pharmaceuticals to Germany. When Europe became the global hotspot in the pandemic last year, it was India that shared life-saving medicines and supplies. And now when India is fighting a crushing surge, the German Chancellor wants to know how India will put Berlin first. A perfect example of Western entitlement, we say. And it's not just foreign partners, by the way, who are letting India down. Back home, politics is hurting the fight against the virus. Today, the Indian Prime Minister held a meeting with chief ministers of 11 states, the states which are the worst hit. The discussions were supposed to happen behind closed doors, but one leader broke protocol. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal decided to share his discussions with the Prime Minister with the press. His statement was beamed by the media. When Prime Minister Modi was made aware of this, he interrupted the Chief Minister to object.
मेरा विश्वास है देश में अगर कोरोना के खिलाफ एक नेशनल प्लान होगा तो हम सभी राज्य सरकारें और केंद्र सरकार मिलके इस दिशा में काम करेंगे। सर कोरोना की वजह से दिवंगत आत्माओं को शांति मिले। हाँ जी सर।
ये हमारी जो परंपरा है, हमारे जो प्रोटोकॉल है, उसके बहुत खिलाफ हो रहा है कि कोई मुख्यमंत्री ऐसी इन हाउस मीटिंग को लाइव टेलीकास्ट करे। ये उचित नहीं है। ये हमने हमेशा संयम पालन करना चाहिए।
ठीक है सर, इसका ध्यान रखेंगे आगे सर। अगर सर मेरी तरफ से कोई गुस्ताखी हुई है, मैंने कुछ कठोर बोल दिया, मेरे आचरण में कोई गलती है, तो उसके लिए मैं माफी चाहता हूं।
Politics is debilitating in the best of times. In a pandemic, it can be deadly. The second wave is taking lives. India is going to need all the help it can get, both from within and without. And there have been some offers of help. French President Emmanuel Macron, for instance, sent this message through his ambassador in Delhi. It says, and I quote, "I want to send a message of solidarity to the Indian people facing a resurgence of COVID-19 cases. France is with you in this struggle, which spares no one. We stand ready to provide our support." Another offer came from an unexpected quarter, Beijing. China's foreign ministry issued a statement today. It said, and I'm quoting, "The virus is a common enemy and China is willing to provide the necessary support and help." The spokesperson did not go into the specifics of China's offer. The government of India has not issued any response, and they should think twice before accepting this offer, we say. Last year, China offered supplies, and the world was left complaining about faulty test kits and equipment. We can't afford mistakes this time. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.